Got the midnight rain pouring down my face. Ain't no light in this godless place. Heart heavy, dragging chains of stone, walking this road all alone. Whiskey bottle, my only friend. Every drop's a prayer I send to a heaven that don't hear my cry. Just the thunder rolling by. Got them dark blues crawling in my soul. Tear me apart, make me whole. Devil's whisper, soft and sweet, saying, boy, you're mine to keep. Ashes fall where my dreams once burned. Every lesson's one I never learned. Shadows laughing, watching me fade. Ain't no sunlight in the deals I made. Fire's cold, but the pain still bites. Sleeping with ghosts through the endless night. Got them dark blues crawling in my soul. Tear me apart, make me whole. Devil's whisper, soft and sweet, saying, boy, you're mine to keep. Dog. They don't let go. He walked in wearing silence, cold grin, black coat and pride. Said, boy, I've been watching you stumble. It's about that time you died. I poured him a glass of bourbon, said, sit your bones right here. If I'm leaving this world tonight, we'll toast to my wasted years. He said, you can't bribe the reaper, can't change fate's hand. I said, I ain't buying mercy, I'm just teaching you to stand. I taught death how to drink, taught him how to bleed slow, made him taste the burning truth in the bottom of the bottle's glow. He came to take my soul, but left too drunk to think. Yeah, the night stood still I taught death how to drink. We swapped tales of sinners and the ones who got away. He said heaven don't serve whiskey, that's why he likes to stay. We laughed till the moon went crooked, while my sins lined up in a row. He said you ain't half bad, old timer, but your tab's still what you owe. I said keep your book of judgment, keep your tally clean, but you'll never walk the shadows till you felt what I mean. I taught death how to drink, taught him how to lose his way, made him stagger through my memory and the hearts I betrayed. He came to steal my soul, but stayed till the bottle clinked. Yeah, I laughed in his hollow face, and I taught death how to drink. Son, you got fire, but it's dying in your eyes. I said fire don't die easy, it just burns in disguise. So we clinked our glasses one last time and let the night decide. I taught death how to drink, now he don't come around much. Guess he's found a taste for sorrow and a thirst he can't touch. When my time finally comes, he'll nod and give me a wink. Yeah, I'll pour him one last round, 'cause I taught death how to drink. Yeah, he came for my soul, but he left with a hangover. I've been walking these same cracked streets too long, with nothing left to lose. Every door that ever opened just slammed shut with the same excuse. Whiskey's whispering in my secrets, the devil's pouring another round. I can taste the smoke already, it's time to burn this whole place down. I gave this town my blood, it gave me nothing but pain. Now I'm lighting up the memories till only ashes remain. I'll burn this town down, watch it glow in the dead of night. All those ghosts that try to haunt me, they'll be gone in the firelight. I gave my heart, they broke it, so I'll take back what's mine somehow. Yeah, pour me one more whiskey, I'll burn this town down. There's a church bell in the distance, ringing low, ringing wrong. Sounds like judgment coming early, but I've been judged all along. I see faces in the window, people pretending they don't see, but they build their peace on sorrow. And tonight that peace ends with me. You can pray to your salvation, you can beg the Lord to stay, but there ain't no saving sinners when the flames show them the way. I'll burn this town down, watch it glow in the dead of night. All those ghosts that try to haunt me, they'll be gone in the firelight. I gave my heart, they broke it, so I'll take back what's mine somehow. Yeah, pour me one more whiskey, I'll burn this town down. Maybe it ain't vengeance, maybe it's just release. Maybe the only kind of mercy is found in flaming peace. And when the smoke clears tomorrow, maybe then I'll finally sleep. I'll burn this town down, let it crumble to the ground. All those lies and all those faces, ain't none worth hanging around. I gave my soul to the silence, but it don't own me now. Yeah, tonight's the night I'll burn this town down. One spark's all it takes, and I've been waiting my whole life to strike. Yeah, just one more pull, then I let her go. There's a shadow on a bar stool, and her perfume's in the air. Her laughter still haunting corners of a room that ain't aware. The jukebox hums a heartbreak, low and soft just like a moan. I'm drinking down a memory, pretending I'm not alone. I told myself I'd leave it, told my heart to move along, but the bottle keeps on singing, and the night keeps playing a song. One more glass before she's gone, let the burn remind me what went wrong. I can taste her in the air, voice in every tone. One more glass, yeah, one more glass before she's gone. Her ghost sits in the mirror, smiling like she used to do. She don't fade, she lingers like the scent of midnight dew. I've been talking to the silence, and it's answering in a key. Ain't no praying in this bottle, but it sure as hell believes in me. And I ain't got no reason, no right, no will to fight. Just pour another memory to keep her warm tonight. One more glass before she's gone. Let the whiskey keep her hanging on. Every drop's a little funeral, every tear's a quiet song. One more glass, yeah, one more glass before she's gone. I know come sunrise, she'll be a whisper on the breeze, but tonight she's still beside me, and that's enough to bring me to my knees. So bartender, keep it pouring slow, till I can't tell a ghost from me. One more glass before she's gone. Let the burn play out till dawn. If I drown in her reflection, then at least I won't die alone. One more glass, yeah, one more glass before she's gone. Just one more before she's gone. I got smoke in my lungs, ashes in my grin. Every deal I ever made was signing whiskey and sin. I don't pray for forgiveness, ain't no priest in my town. The church burned years ago, I just watched it fall down. I ain't running from my demons, hell they paid me rent. I built this kingdom on regret, and ever since been spent. I'm hell's landlord, owning every flame. You pay your dues and heartbreak, and I cash in the pain. You can beg for redemption, but I'll still hold the key. Yeah, I'm hell's landlord, and the fire belongs to me. Got a list of broken angels who couldn't make the climb. They signed a lease eternal and they're paying overtime. Ain't no eviction notices, 'cause ain't no second chance. Once you cross my doorstep, boy, you're here for the dance. I pour the whiskey for the wicked and the tears for the brave, and I keep the lights on down here for the ones I couldn't save. I'm hell's landlord, and I don't forget a name. Every liar, every lover plays the same old game. You can pray to your heaven, but you still pay my fee. Yeah, I'm hell's landlord, and the fire belongs to me. You can't outdrink your sorrow, you can't outshoot your guilt, but I'll give you one more round in the house that's inbuilt. And when the lights go low, you'll still owe the bill. I'm hell's landlord, with smoke on my breath. Every soul that ever crossed me pays rent to death. Don't send no flowers, don't pray for reprieve. Yeah, I'm hell's landlord, and I never let him leave. Yeah, the door's always open, but it only swings one way. I've been driving through the silence, past the towns that time forgot, dust and ghosts in the rear view, every mile another shot. The whiskey keeps me steady, but it never keeps me clean. I'm following a road in shadow to the place I've never been. There's a cross by every turn, names carved deep in stone. The road remembers every sinner that tried to make it home. Road in shadow, where the light don't ever stay. Road in shadow takes my soul a different way. I've been running from redemption, but it's following me slow down this endless road in shadow. I met a preacher with a bottle, said, boy, you're walking thin. Told me truth was just a burden that don't let no one win. I left into the darkness, said, preacher, you don't know, sometimes the only grace you find is down the road in shadow. And every turn looks the same, but the night keeps pulling me through. Maybe I ain't searching for heaven, maybe hell just feels like truth. Road in shadow, where the light don't ever stay. Road in shadow takes my soul a different way. I've been running from redemption, but it's following me slow down this endless road in shadow. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'm meant to wander, maybe I'm meant to fall. daylight starts to crawl. Road in shadow, where the night keeps calling me home. Road in shadow, I was born to walk alone. I've been chasing my reflection through the fire and the cold down this road in shadow, till my story's told. Yeah, yeah, just me, the bottle, and the road in shadow. Yeah. I got boots full of trouble and a heart full of sin. Ain't no saint in the saddle, but the devil lets me in. There's a flask in my jacket and a woman in every town. By the time the sun's up tomorrow, they'll be dragging my legend down. I don't pray for redemption, don't beg for the Lord's grace. I just laugh at the mirror and the scars on my face. Ride hard, die drunk, leave a beautiful corpse behind. Let the whiskey be my preacher, let the smoke read my last line. Ain't no heaven for a sinner who don't regret the crime. Ride hard, die drunk, leave a beautiful corpse behind. Got blood in my bourbon and thunder in my name. Been chased by law and angels, they both sound the same. Every kiss tastes like danger, every dawn feels like sin. But I'll ride this world to ashes just to feel it burn again. They can call my tombstone crooked, let the vultures sing my tune, 'cause I live by the bottle and I'll die by the moon. Ride hard, die drunk, leave a beautiful corpse behind. Let the whiskey be my preacher, let the smoke read my last line. Ain't no heaven for a sinner who don't regret the crime. Ride hard, die drunk, leave a beautiful corpse behind. Maybe hell's just a barroom and the devil's pouring rounds. Maybe life's one long ride till the wheels come off the ground. And when the flames touch my shadow, don't you dare put me out. Ride hard, die drunk, let the night take what it can. I was born with fire in my veins and a bottle in my hand. Let them bury me standing with the grin across my spine. Yeah, ride hard, die drunk, leave a beautiful beautiful corpse behind. Raise a glass, boy, and light one for the road. 'Cause the outlaw's gone, but the legend still glows. Every sinner's got a story, and this one's mine. I've been praying in the wrong direction, talking to a bottle instead of the Lord. Got a pocket full of broken reason, and a soul I still can't afford. The mirror keeps on smiling, but it don't tell the truth no more. Every scar's a kind of scripture written down from nights before. And I ain't asking for forgiveness, just a place to lay my shame. Every shot's a little sermon, with the whiskey saying my name. This is my confession, poured straight, no disguise. I've been hiding from the daylight, with the devil in my eyes. Ain't no priest behind this counter, but he listens just as kind. Yeah, this glass is my confession, and I'm spilling what's left inside. I told love she should keep a distance, told truth it ain't welcome here, but lies are easy company when your only friend is fear. I made deals with my own shadow, traded life for a little peace. Now I'm drowning in redemption that'll never find release. The jukebox hums my penance, blow and crack like my spine. If the good Lord's still listening, He's heard this tale 100 times. This is my confession, poured straight, no disguise. I've been hiding from the daylight, with the devil in my eyes. Ain't no priest behind this counter, but he listens just as kind. Yeah, this glass is my confession, and I'm spilling what's left inside. Maybe heaven's just a ballroom where the broken find their peace, and the angels don't wear halos, they just pour the pain's release. If mercy comes in amber, then I'll drink till I'm redeemed. This is my confession, and I'll whisper it to the night. I've been running from salvation, but I'm too tired to fight. So pour me one last truth, let the darkness intertwine. Yeah, this glass is my confession, and the down by the old steel bridge, where the water don't forgive. I threw my past in the current, watched it drown where I used to live. The wind hums low like judgment, the sky bleeds rust and rain. And every sip I take just baptizes my pain. Ain't no preacher in this river, ain't no soul to save, just the ghost of my reflection, floating silent in their grave. Whiskey River runs black tonight, cold as sin, thick as fear. I see faces in the water of the ones I put down here. Yeah, the bottle's my confession, and the dark's my only light. 'Cause the Whiskey River runs black tonight. I've been dealing with the devil, he's got a bar tab in my name. We don't talk about salvation, just who's to blame. The candle burns crooked, the clock don't dare to chime. You can wash your hands in whiskey, but it don't wash away the crime. The water keeps on whispering, son, it's time to pay. But I just pour another glass and watch it drift away. Whiskey River runs black tonight, cold as sin, thick as fear. I see faces in the water of the ones I put down here. Yeah, the bottle's my confession, and the dark's my only light. 'Cause the Whiskey River runs black tonight. Keeps on calling, and it's dragging me. Every drop I swallow feels like prophecy. Whiskey River runs black tonight, ain't no mercy in his tide. If you see me on the shoreline, turn around, run and hide. 'Cause I ain't looking for redemption, I'm just drowning out the fight. Yeah, the Whiskey River runs black tonight. Yeah. And tonight she remembers. blood on my sleeve. Ain't no saints in the story, just the ones who never leave. Cards on the table, gun on the floor. I've danced with every demon, and I keep asking for more. I ain't proud, I ain't holy, but I ain't afraid to bleed in a world built on hunger. You learn what a man needs. I'm the last man standing, with smoke in my lungs. Every sin I've committed still weighs on my tongue. The reaper's been calling, but I'm too damn drunk. Yeah, I'm the last man standing, and I ain't giving up. I've seen preachers turn to gamblers, and lovers turn to ghosts. I've seen the truth drown in bourbon, and lies make the toast. This world don't owe you mercy, it just takes what it can. But I made peace with the ashes and the fire in my hand. There's a cold wind howling, but I won't kneel down. I was born for the dirt roads, and I'll die on this ground. I'm the last man standing, with smoke in my lungs. Every sin I've committed still weighs on my tongue. The reaper's been calling, but I'm too damn drunk. Yeah, I'm the last man standing, and I ain't giving up. You can take my name, you can take my crown, but you can't kill a man who's already been torn down. Let the bullets fly, let the whiskey burn. If this is my end, then it's my turn. I'm the last man standing, got nothing to lose. Every scar I wear is a story and a bruise. I'll face down the devil with a grin and a curse. Yeah, I'm the last man standing, for better or worse. Yeah. When the night falls silent, I'll still be here, glass in hand, heart on fire. There's a cold glass in my hand and a fire in my chest. Every sip pulls me closer to the ghosts I left unblessed. The jukebox hums a heartbreak, low and out of tune, and the smoke curls up like memories that die too soon. Ain't no truth in the bottle, but it's all I've got left. So I dream to forget and remember the rest. Cold glass, warm regrets. That's the story I tell. Every drop's a confession that I whisper to hell. There's no saving a sinner who ain't done drinking yet. Just me and this cold glass and my warm regrets. I see her face in the whiskey, like the moon in a muddy stream. She smiles and fades to amber, another lost dream. I tried praying for forgiveness, but the words don't fit my tongue. And the Lord stopped answering the day my song was sung. Every drop's a reminder of what I threw away, but the bottle don't judge, it just makes me stay. Cold glass, warm regrets. There's a life I own, can't wash out the sorrow with the bourbon alone. I keep pouring my pennies and lighting my cigarette. Yeah, cold glass, warm regret. Some men chase the sunrise, some men chase the rain. Me, I just chase the silence at the bottom of my pain. And when the glass runs empty, I'll pour again. Cold glass, warm regrets, they keep me company here. Each swallow's a promise that never comes clear. If the devil's my bartender, then I'm his safest bet. Yeah, cold grass, warm regrets. Here's to the past, may it never sober up.
Yeah, when the lights go out, that's when the truth starts talking. I've been walking in the shadows where the lost souls hide their names. Every whisper's got a secret, every scar remembers pain. There's a bottle in my pocket and a deal I can't unmake. The devil shakes my hand each night and says, son, how much can you take? Ain't no angels in my story, ain't no light to chase, just the echo of my footsteps in this godless place. I'm walking in the shadows where the daylight don't go, chasing ghosts through the alleys of the life I let go. There's truth in the darkness and a price for what I know. Yeah, I'm walking in the shadows and I ain't walking slow. I've seen lovers turn to strangers, seen good men fall apart, heard salvation in a whisper, then felt sin steal my heart. Every drink keeps me steady, every lie keeps me warm, and I find my peace in midnight, just before the storm. I ain't looking for redemption, I ain't praying for the dawn. I just walk where the broken keep moving on. I'm walking in the shadows where the daylight don't go, chasing ghosts through the alleys of the life I let go. There's truth in the darkness and a price for what I know. Yeah, I'm walking in the shadows and I ain't walking slow. My only witness, the street my only friend, and the bottle keeps me honest when the night won't end. Every step I take is another I can't mend. I'm walking in the shadows with the devil close behind. Every sin I've ever carried still weighs on my mind. If I fade before the sunrise, let the darkness know. Yeah, I was born for the shadows, and that's where I'll go. Folks chase the light. Me, I just learned to live in the dark. Sun sinking low in the devil's riding close behind. Boots are heavy, hearts need spin, dust and blood on my breath. Got a price on my soul and my shadow. Been running a long race with death. There's a bottle half empty in my saddlebag, and a bullet waiting for my name. Every mile I've ridden harder, but the end still looks the same. You can't outshoot redemption, can't outdrink the truth. When the road runs out of mercy, the past comes collecting proof. Is the outlaw's last stand, with the devil by his side. No angels left to follow, no place left to hide. Just a six-string of sorrow and a colt in my hand. Yeah, tonight they'll remember the outlaw's last stand. Shift star gleaming in the distance, dust clouds rising like a sin. Ain't no praying for forgiveness, I just do it all again. Every sin's a scar I carry, every love turned to stone. You can't build no heaven on the wreckage of your own. I ain't begging for salvation, ain't no hymns on my tongue. When the hammer falls to silence, that's the song I've always sung. It's the outlaw's last stand, with the devil by his side. No angels left to follow, no place left to hide. Just a six-string of sorrow and a colt in my hand. Yeah, tonight they'll remember the outlaw's last stand. Maybe I was born for fire, maybe I was carved from stone. Maybe some men die forgotten, but not the ones who die alone. And when that sun sets red as blood, I'll call this dirt my throne. It's the outlaw's last stand, with the reaper in the sand. Ain't no mercy left to borrow, just fate in my hand. One last shot of whiskey, one last breath of land. Yeah, the story ends tonight with the outlaw's last stand. Yeah, the dust will settle,
smoke curls like her laughter, hanging heavy in the air. There's lipstick on the memory, and a shadow sitting there. The jukebox hums her heartbeat, low and cracked like my spine. Every sip
pulls me closer to the edge I call divine. She ain't flesh and bone no more, but she still owns my soul. In the bottom of this bourbon, I see the face I can't let go. There's a ghost in the rocks glass, and she's dancing in the flame. Every swirl's a broken promise, every tear still knows her name. I raise a toast to the silence where her voice used to pass. Yeah, there's a ghost in my rocks glass. I told myself I'd quit her, told the bar I quit this place. But ghosts don't care for endings, they just hide inside the taste. Every pause a resurrection, every burn's a memory bone. And when I drink her down again, the night feels less forlorn. No preacher could absolve me, no prayer could set me free, 'cause this spirit in my tumbler, it still whispers back to me. There's a ghost in the rocks glass, and she's dancing in the flame. Every swirl's a broken promise, every tear still knows her name. I raise a toast to the silence where her voice used to pass. Yeah, there's a ghost in my rocks glass. Maybe love's just a haunting that never truly died. Maybe whiskey's just a mirror showing ghosts behind your eyes. Maybe I keep drinking so I don't hear her goodbye. There's a ghost in a rocks glass, still smiling through the haze. Every sip brings her closer, every night repeats her ways. If I let her go tomorrow, I'll lose what's left of my past. So I'll drink with my ghost in this rocks glass. Yeah, here's to her and the ghost in the glass. Every lie's got a price, and I'm paying it late tonight. I've been drinking on my memory, they don't go down clean. Truth's gotta gasoline. There's a picture on the table, a woman I once believed, but the eyes don't lie forever, and neither do these. 6 shells in the chamber, and her heart turned to stone. If I'm walking into darkness, I ain't walking alone. 6 shots for 6 lives, one for every word she swore. 6 shots for 6 nights, I ain't sleeping anymore. The smoke with love used to be, and fire behind these eyes. Yeah, tonight I'll make it even. 6 shots for 6 lives. I gave her trust and whiskey, she gave me pain and sin. Now the barroom's humming murder, and I'm drinking it all in. Her perfume still lingers like guilt on my skin, but the truth's a loaded weapon, and I'm ready to begin. They say revenge don't heal you, but it sure feels right tonight. When a man's done being broken, he learns how to fight. 6 shots for 6 lives, one for every word she swore. 6 shots for 6 nights, I ain't sleeping anymore. The smoke where love used to be, and fire behind these eyes. Yeah, tonight I'll make it even. 6 shots for 6 lives. Moon's hanging low, and the whiskey's gone warm. There's peace in the trigger, and calm in the storm. I'll carve my confession in the sound of the flame, and let the bullets whisper her name. 6 shots for 6 lives, I'll pay the devil his due. 6 shots for 6 lives, each one still rings true. If I don't see the sunrise, at least I'll die dry-eyed. Yeah. 6 shots for 6 lives, and one last drink goodbye. But I'm paid in full tonight. I've been running from the daylight, sleeping in my shame. Every mirror I look into keeps whispering my name. There's a woman in my memories, and a ghost in my bed. Every word she left behind But when the cork starts talking, it all sounds the same. Whiskey don't lie, it just tells you what's true. It don't sugarcoat your sorrow, it just burns straight through. It remembers what you're running from when you're looking in his eye. Yeah, your friends might forgive you, but whiskey don't lie. I told myself I'd quit tomorrow, but tomorrow never came. I'm preaching to the bottle, and the bottle knows my name. Every drop's a confession, every burn's a sin. I can't tell where I'm ending, or where I begin. The truth's at the bottom where the last drop hides, so I keep digging deeper where the hurt resides. Whiskey don't lie, it just tells you what's true. It don't sugarcoat your sorrow, it just burns straight through. It remembers what you're running from when you're looking in its eye. Yeah, your friends might forgive you, but whiskey don't lie. Maybe someday I'll face the man that's staring back at me, but till then I'll find my courage at the bottom of the sea. And when I finally go under, at least I'll drown honestly. Whiskey don't lie, no matter how you plead. It'll show you who you are and what your heart still bleeds. So pour one for the sinner and one for goodbye. 'Cause the world may lie to you, but whiskey don't lie. Yeah, the truth burns